Gen Z is afraid of aging. We think 30 is the end of the road. So at 22, that gives me 8 years before I fade into dust, apparently. But what if I could make my 20s longer? What if I could take each year and divide it into 4? 52 weeks become 4 years, 12 weeks each. Just focus for 12 solid weeks, rinse and repeat. That's why I'm adopting the 12-week year. Or at least trying to. So far, my adoption of the 12-week year has not gone very well. I'm averaging a 34.7 completion rate on my daily habits, and I'm regretting the way I've gone about this 12-week plan. My first regret is not having a clear vision. This book really emphasizes the importance of vision, and I skipped this step because I didn't want to confront myself. It's really hard to come up with a vision because my confidence isn't the best, and I'm constantly chasing trends and half-baked ideas. I think an important question to ask myself is why I want to achieve the goals I have. Looking at the goals I have currently, a lot of them just don't resonate with me. Cleaning, exercising, and skincare makes sense for me right now, but I wish I had swapped out the hair care and outfit goals for something more impactful, like socializing regularly, especially since I don't put myself out there very much. My second regret is having too many goals. The original version of this template only has 20 goals with 4 goals in each quarter, and I really should have just done that version. Having a full-time job just does not give me the time to make any mistakes with my daily routine. If I'm late, I simply won't have another chance to complete a task. Which brings me to regret number 3, not having a routine. I should have been more intentional about blocking out my days and doing certain tasks at certain times. The problem is that on New Year's Eve, I partied a little too hard and wasn't feeling great the next day, and I ruined my sleep schedule. The year has barely started and my routine was already fucked up. Later on in the month, I got my period and I was unable to meet my cleaning goals. And then work drama led me to being distracted on the road, and I got into an accident, which threw me off my running plans for that day. I did not have a routine, and I did not anticipate life's chaos, and now I am paying for it. So, here's my new plan. There's 2 steps to cleaning. There's deep cleaning, which is when you go in, remove all the junk, and have a clean, reset space. And then there's maintaining the space after it has been deep cleaned. I'm going to use my 15 minutes of cleaning a day to maintain my space, not to do any new cleaning. And then I'll deep clean on the weekend, specifically Saturday mornings. My second goal is, instead of trying to read at work or before bed, and when I say read, I specifically mean reading personal finance, because it's kind of boring. So instead of trying to read about that during work or before bed, I'm going to listen to an audiobook on my way to and from work, and that should fill my 30-minute reading quota for personal finance education. And then 3, I'm going to run immediately after work on the weekdays and then after my deep clean on the weekend. I've been doing this so far, and it's allowed me to have a very successful 5K training period. In fact, so far it's the most successful of all my goals. Then I'm going to plan my outfits when I'm done doing laundry every week on Fridays, rather than trying to do it every single day. Also, I decided that just any day that I do my hair will count towards my hair care routine, because the way I take care of my hair changes based on how I style my hair. My skincare, on the other hand, has actually been planned out pretty well. I do it every morning and I do it every night. What I've realized is having a very simplified skincare at night and then having a more complex skincare routine in the mornings works out well for me. And then for career research, I'm not going to pressure myself to research careers every single day. And instead, what I want to do, I want to make like a spreadsheet and then update it weekly on Wednesdays, and I'll call it Work Life Wednesdays. And then I found that the easiest way to initiate a hangout is to hang out with someone first and then make a plan to meet up again. It doesn't have to go through. You just need to make that initial plan. And that's pretty much what I've been doing. I'm just going to continue to do it and kind of be more consistent with it. And then in order to do all of this, I need to wake up at 5 a.m. and go to bed at 10 p.m. at the latest. And my strategy to pull this off is to disable YouTube after work, shower, and then use my AC to make the room super cold. And then I'll read like a physical book before bed, and of course take melatonin. On the days where I follow that routine, I'm always able to get at least 7 hours of sleep. It's a fairly simple plan, but it's better than bumbling around like I've been doing lately. So despite my poor planning, I've had some wins. I've brought some good running equipment. I've got some compression bands, one's for my knees and one for my ankles, and I ran with them today and they worked really well and they were pretty comfortable. I also got a Garmin Forerunner 165. Garmin is great and it works super well. I did mess up recording my first run with it, and it didn't really track my data as well as I would have liked, but I was thankfully able to get some data from my Google Fit. And then my other one is still running related. My training is working and I do feel better about running. I'm not strong enough to run a full 5K just yet, but I will get there, especially because I've given myself ample time to prepare before March. So hopefully I'll have more wins to share in the future. It's been rough, but I'm very early in the 12 weeks, so I can still bounce back.